Good afternoon. Welcome to the Lennox update for this week. Not going to spend a whole lot of time on the city council agenda other than to say that we've got a lot of exciting news on this coming city council agenda. So Monday night, city council meeting, 7 o'clock. Just a few routine things on there, but we got some great news a couple weeks ago about the Boynton Avenue project. So most of you may know, some of you may not, but we've been planning this Boynton Avenue project for a number of years, secured some funding for it in the form of loans and a small grant. So it's about a $4 million project. We got, originally we got $3.3 million, give or take, for the loan, and then another $510,000 in the form of a grant. So we had to come up with a little bit more cash, which generally is not that big of a challenge. 2 weeks ago, we got a letter, though, that because of the way the legislature is spending the Federal American Rescue Plan Act funds, or the ARPA funds, additional money is going to be available for us. There's a lot here, but here's what's all coming our way. So we already had a $510,000 grant. We're going to get another $1.2 million grant. We're going to contribute the city's ARPA funds of $440,000 to the project. And the state's going to match that $440,000. We also got word that we received an approval for the DOT Transportation Alternatives Project or program, which is the funding. It's 82% of the funding for the trail, the recreational trail that's going in on the north side of Boynton Avenue. So that's a total of just over $3 million in grant funds for this $4 million project. Overall, we expect to see less than $1 million in loan overall. Some of that will be in the form of sales tax, some of it will be in the form of surcharges to your water and sewer accounts. But that surcharge was just reduced to a significant degree, probably 75% lower. So that's great news for the community, less debt for us to have to worry about, more grant funds, and we'll hope to continue using that strategy in the future as funds become available. With the Boynton Avenue project, you probably may have noticed this week a lot of surveyors out there, a lot of people marking utility lines and trees. So next week we expect those trees to start coming out along Boynton Avenue. That's the first step in this process, is getting those out of there. And then on April 18, that's the first day that we expect Boynton Avenue to be closed. So it'll close from the intersection with Highway 17 over by Casey's and Sunshine and Ace, over towards Poplar Street on the west side. That's just phase one. So as they wrap that up, it'll become a gravel street for a little while. And then they'll get into phase two, which goes past Juniper. So generally speaking, you should plan on not taking Boynton Avenue for the rest of this year until roughly the October-November timeframe. We're still hoping for favorable work conditions and weather conditions all summer, and that'll help keep us on schedule, get this project started and completed on schedule and under budget. That's it for today. Hope to see you at the city council meeting. If not, feel free to ask any questions. We'll have contact information in the description, and have a great weekend.